Welcome to Adventures in Jennyland. Today we are going to be doing our final test before we take this hot tent out into the field. This is a Luxe Outdoor teepee hot tent. Comes with a built-in stove jack. We've been testing it in some previous videos. So today we are going to be doing a few more tests. I wanted to test out a little bit of the gear that I just got in the mail. I got a wood stove fan, I got some new fire starters, and I got this reflective blanket that I'm going to be putting down on the ground to provide that first layer against the cold for my whole bed setup. I wanted to test out this new carbon monoxide detector that I got, and I wanted to cook another meal in here. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Super fun. Let's get to it. If you are into camping, RVs, or the outdoors, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We post new videos every week. Oof, there's a lot more snow on the ground. Looking pretty good so far. All right, we're gonna see how she does overnight. We've already gotten a couple of inches of snow, light, fluffy, very, very snowy out. Yeah, gonna come back to this in the morning and see if she's gonna collapse or not. All right. Ooh-wee, that's some snow. Jesus. All right, we got some snow, guys. That is thoroughly buried. Let's check all the cords. Everything's still looking pretty good, though. Kind of looks a little sunken in, doesn't it? All right, well, let's check out the inside here in a minute, as I found the entrance to my door. God, look at all this snow. It's heavy too. All right. Yeah, she's a heavy. Holy moly. Look at the sides. Oh, look at that. So the tent did not fall over. That's a plus. I'm going to get all of this wet snow off the sides of the tent, try to kind of get it back to its original structure. It's a snowy day, roads are terrible, can't really go anywhere, so I'm just going to keep on testing this tent. I do have a camping trip planned for a few days from now, and I figure, why not just take advantage of it? All right, let's go. So I see what happened and why the sides are looser. The snow is really, really heavy, and it piled up on the sides, but it didn't hurt the tent. All it did was kind of loosen the straps down at the bottom where you can tighten them. We've got a little thing you can tighten them with. So I'm just going around and tightening those back up. I have to dig all the snow out around the tent, but you can see I already tightened up that area there and it looks better. So I'm just gonna do that for the entire tent. I'm gonna bring you outside with me. And then from there, we should be able to get started in here. But we have to get all the sides, oops, all the sides figured out. I had to dig out all around this. This snow is perfect for building snowmen, though. I think I might build one tonight just for fun. I'm gonna show you this. This tent has these little straps here that tighten up. These loosened up when the snow was on it so that it wouldn't hurt the tent which is nice. It's a good design. So I'm just gonna tighten this up a little bit, and it's gonna make the sides just the way they were before we had a ton of snow piled on it. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with this tent. There are no rips, no tears, no leaks, anything like that. It just loosened up its straps a little bit from the weight, and all I had to do was just get the snow off and then retighten the straps, and it's good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna move some of the stuff in here for today's experiments and then chop some wood. Should have done that yesterday when it wasn't snowing, but I took my niece skiing because that's more fun than chopping wood. Had to take a little detour to do some shoveling as it is crazy snowy out here, but now it is time to chop some wood. Right now I'm just going to concentrate on getting small pieces of wood. Got a few in the tent already, but that way I can just start this fire and get a rager going so I can cook some food. And I'm gonna try to keep the snow off of my tent. All right, let's get this fire started. One of the products I'm going to try today are these fire starters. I love these little wood shavings, and they're all curled up and they're dipped in paraffin wax. They work really, really well. I will link them in the description. This is a pack of 32, and I believe it was like $12, which is super cheap. Oh, good, and they're not individually wrapped, so that's less garbage, which I like. Oh yeah. Smell like wax. Cool. I'm gonna use this to start the fire. All right, that fire starter worked great. Worked great. It is already significantly warmer in here, and I have the door open. And I am not wearing a real coat, so that's good. All right, guys, we had a couple of epic fails. Hole and hole. I don't know what happened. Well, I know what happened. From the outside, a spark must have flown down on it, but it shouldn't do that. Well, that sucks, but I'm just gonna have to patch it up. I'm gonna move the stove over a little bit. It looks to be not centered, and I think that might have played a part in this. I just need to put some wood underneath the legs that are in the dirt and attempt to not burn any more holes. Ah! I'm gonna move on to my new stove fan. Okay, so this is the Thomerson Stove Accessory Heat Powered Stove Fan. Cool. It's pretty cool. We're gonna give it a try. Oh, there we go. That was quick. All right, next on the list of activities for today's experimentation is going to be sharpening this here axe. I was using it a little bit to get some smaller pieces of wood to start the fire, but it's definitely not sharp enough. So I've got my axe sharpener. I will link this in the description. This is just kind of like a basic model. It's got 2 different grit sizes on it. but it works really well. I used it to sharpen my big axe, my splitting axe, when I first got it, and it's amazing. So all you're gonna do with this is just put it into a little bit of water. So this is gonna go first, the black side, and then the blue side. At least that's what I can remember. Okay, it is time to sharpen this axe. I've had the stone in the water soaking a little bit. So I'm just gonna take this bad boy and start with one edge and just circles. You just keep doing little circles, and then you are going to flip it over and do the exact same thing on the other side with the same grit. All right, then I'm gonna flip it back over. Yeah, you're gonna leave this powdery stuff that's on there, you're gonna leave it on there until you're done. So now, I'm gonna take the stone on the blue side, and this is going to polish it and give it the final finish. And again, you're just doing the same thing. You're just little circles up and down the blade. Pretty good. Flip her over. Looks pretty sharp. Let's test it on something, eh? All right, much better. Got my little carbon monoxide detector. Thought that would be a good idea to have something like this if I'm going to be burning wood in here. So far it's reading at 0. That's good. Leave it right down here. So our final activity for today is going to be cooking a meal. All right, we are going to be cooking a beans and sausage dish. I've got some spicy Mexican chorizo with green pepper, onion, and a can of beans. Super easy. I think I've got everything ready for this meal. So first, we're gonna cut up some green peppers and an onion. Using a 10-inch. Put in some avocado oil. Good. We're going to be using some of this Mexican chorizo. I actually think I'm going to use the whole thing. So I think what I'm going to do is just squeeze it out of this tube. Cut it up a little bit. transferring this whole thing to this bowl so I can cook the chorizo. We got the chorizo. And the chorizo itself is sizzling out. Good. I want it to get a little crispy. These back in. I think my fire might be dying, so I'll get that fire. And we'll add our final ingredient. It's going to be this can of beans. Cannellini beans? I am probably butchering the pronunciation of that. So it's not necessarily going to look pretty, but I think it's going to taste pretty good. And some more salt and pepper. And that is it. A can of beans, a green pepper, half an onion, and a tube of chorizo. I used a little bit of avocado oil to get the party started, salt, and pepper. That's it. You can add other things if you want. If I had some garlic, I probably would add that too, but I didn't want to run into the house. And it tastes delightful. Alright guys, so that's it. The hot tent stood up to the 8 inches of snow that we got. That was pretty great. Even though it was a heavy snow, it still did its job. There were a couple of burn holes in it from today. I have no idea how that happened, but I'm assuming it came out of the top. That's what it looks like. So I'm gonna have to patch those up. For the fan, I love the fan. The fan is doing a great job and it's definitely circulating the air, and it was cheap. I will link it in the description below if you would like to purchase it. All the links are going to be affiliate links, so I earn a little bit if you purchase an item through that link, but then that just helps me to create more videos for you. The reflective blanket, it will work out just fine, but I have this tent set up on an incline and there was just no way I was going to be able to get the bed set up where I was going to put it. I would have had to put it over here. And I'm not moving all this stuff because I'm taking this down tomorrow. But it's nice, I like it. Carbon monoxide detector working great. I'm not dead, it's at 0 and it's on, so great. Oh yeah, and finally the the fire starters. Fire starters worked great. And I also love how there's minimal packaging. So I will link those in the description as well. Those get my A+ approval. So yeah, pretty good. Did about 3 days of testing on this tent in my backyard. I've had it up for 5 or 6 days and I'm happy with it. I mean, I'm not happy with the burn holes, but that's my own damn fault. This stove, I'm not happy with this camp stove. I've said in earlier videos, I just got this camp stove because it was cheap. I didn't want to purchase something that was $500, you know, before I tried anything out. So I got this one. It's 43 pounds. It's steel, but it's rusting really, really bad already. And the top has warped. And it's just heavy and bulky. Oh, and the door. Oh my God. So the door design is terrible. The latch won't latch, but when it does latch, it gets stuck. And you can't touch the stove because it's super, super hot. So you're fighting with the stove and it's moving and it's just ridiculous. I'm definitely going to be getting another stove here very, very soon. But I'm going to take this one on the camp out just because I don't have time to order a new one. This camp out is in 3 days. And yeah, I don't have the time to get one in the mail. I mean, I guess I could go on Amazon, but they, the ones that I was looking at are either out of stock or it's going to take a few weeks to get there. I already looked at all of these when I was purchasing this one. So yeah, super fun. All in all, a great few days of testing. If you enjoyed these videos, please be sure to hit the like button. That tells the YouTube algorithm that you guys like this video, and it'll show it to more people that have similar interests as you. And also make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it, and then you'll be notified anytime I release a new video. You know, we have a long winter here, so I'm gonna be doing as much winter camping as I can over the next couple of months, just to stay outside and to get some exercise and not to let, you know, the blues get me down. So yeah, that's it. All right, guys, I'll see you next time, and hopefully we'll have all the kinks worked out by then. All right, peace. Hey guys, if you are into camping, RVs, or anything to do with the outdoors, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We release new videos every week. And if you found value from this video, please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment below. That way the YouTube algorithm will recognize that people enjoy this video and show it to other people that are looking for the same information as you. All right, we'll see you next time. Peace.